Hey, a playa, have you ever felt like your crush looked at you like you were a creep, a weirdo, or a stalker, and you wanted to do everything you could to change their perspective of you? Don't worry. In this video, I'm going to break down what you could do to change their mindset, to have them look at you as someone worth dating, and how to change your behaviors so that you stop doing whatever it is you were doing.
This is the Josh Beats, you're watching the Josh Beat.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single week I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. So if you want to learn and grow, hit the subscribe button and make sure to click on the notification bell. Now, one clear and common sign that your crush might think you're a weirdo is that they might have blocked you online. Maybe you were talking to them one day and then suddenly you lost that ability and you don't really know why. Sometimes the answer isn't always that obvious. Maybe you were just trying to make small talk conversation with them and then suddenly they just told you were weird or creep, or they just stopped talking to you altogether. If you want to change your crush's mind about blocking you, you really need to reflect on what the conversation was like. Did you say something that might have upset them? Did you message them too much? Did you say something inappropriate or creepy? Did you spam them in any kind of way? A lot of times when you get blocked, it's because you did something or said something that might have upset them. One thing you may want to try doing is screenshotting the end of the conversation with your crush, or anytime they might have said something like you're weird or you're creepy or that's awkward or something like that, and really just passing that along to your friends, trying to analyze and discover what exactly happened. Sometimes you may not see it yourself, but when you have other people kind of working through to help you figure it out, the options and answers might become clearer. I go way more in depth on how to deal with getting blocked in my video over here, but reflection is going to be the key component of dealing with that. A lot of times we're not aware of how we're coming off towards someone else, and it's important for us to think about the things that we say. Sometimes we say things out of nervousness or out of fear, and it can come off in the wrong way, so it's important to be mindful of that. And there also may be times where your crush just feels completely overwhelmed by your confession of love for them. This is something I've talked about a lot in the past. Why you should never just outright tell your crush how you feel, and it's more important for you to show them how you feel. Sometimes though, people take that first route and just send their crushes huge messages that just confess their love. Tell them all about how they like them, they want to be with them, that they're perfect, and that can be extremely overwhelming and creepy to your crush. Don't get me wrong here, I totally get it. You have all these feelings built up inside and you just want to share them with your crush with the hope that they feel the same way. But what makes more sense here? Confessing your feelings to your crush and just hoping that they just feel the same way, or talking to them, flirting with them, getting to know them better, learning about their personality, sharing some of your personality so that they can work up those same feelings that you have. I would go with the second option there, because if you just end up confessing your feelings outright to your crush, they may not feel the same way and they may feel guilty because you have these deep emotions about them and they don't feel that same way about you, and they may feel bad telling you, I don't really know you that well, or I don't really like you like that. So the easiest thing for them to do is to just feel weirded out and disconnect from you. And what makes it even worse sometimes is when people keep badgering their crush for an answer. Hey, I like you. How do you feel about me? Do you like me back? Why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you responding? You need to give them space to process what you say and how they feel. Otherwise, they're going to feel like you're just kind of really coming down on them and making things harder. So what does simplifying that conversation look like so you're not putting so much pressure on them? Well, I think you should focus on asking more simple questions. These could be fun questions like what type of movies they like to watch, what are their hobbies and their interests, little things that you can learn about them so you can work on building that openness with them. Keep in mind, your crush is not going to just outright share things with you. They're not going to just talk about their lives. They want to know that you're someone that they can trust, someone that they can open up to, that won't judge them or make fun of them or make them feel bad for who they are. And that's something that's going to take time. So you need to slow down your process a little bit and work on getting to know them better. And if you're someone that's already been labeled a weirdo or a creep or a stalker, this is the best strategy for you to take, because it's going to show them that you're actually just a normal person. They want to see that you're someone that they can interact with and talk to without it getting too intense at the beginning. And the more you can just have these casual conversations with them, the more they'll let their guard down and the less they'll think of you as this weird person they don't want to talk to. Now, not every crush that you have is just going to slowly kind of ghost you and push you to the background. Sometimes they're going to tell you directly to your face that you're weird and you're creepy and that they don't like you. So how do you handle those situations? How do you kind of course correct and get them to see you in a positive light? I think it's important to say something like this. "Hey, I'm sorry if I said or did something that might have come off in the wrong way. I actually think you're a really cool person and I want to get to know you better, but I want to be respectful of your boundaries and not cross any lines. So I hope we can maintain learning about each other and becoming friends along the way. Is that cool with you?" Saying something like that establishes that you may have crossed the line in what you said, but that's not who you are. You're actually a pretty normal, down-to-earth person worth getting to know, and that you're ultimately going to be respectful of how they feel. And that's what your crush wants to know. They want to know that you're not going to cross the line with them, that you're going to kind of take your time, get to know them better in the way that makes them feel comfortable. Ultimately, what it comes down to here is respect. If you're respectful of your crush will be respectful of you, because no one wants to be looked at as a creep or a weirdo or a stalker in any kind of way. You're really just a normal person, and the important piece is to get that across to your crush and to feel it deep down inside, because you don't have to carry those labels and let it bring you down. I'm curious though, what do you think? Has your crush ever looked at you like you're a weirdo or a creep or a stalker in any kind of way? Have you ever been called that before? How did it make you feel? Leave your comments down below and we'll talk about it. I want to give a huge shout out to all my patrons, YouTube channel members. These are the people that help support the channel, and just recently we got a bunch of new members, so I wanted to show them up there and give them their due respect. Also, I want you to check out the video listed over there on the side. It's going to teach you how to deal with getting blocked by your crush and how to get them to unblock you. Now look, this isn't some secret hacks or tips. These are actual strategies to rebuild that connection with them. So check out the video and I'll catch you next time. As always guys, love and peace.